I mean, Santa gets hungry when he's flying all over the world, delivering presents to all the little girls and boys. I mean, he needs fuel to recharge. And if you don't put out milk and cookies for him, then you're a Satanist. What up, everyone? It's your boy FloSMG. Welcome back to another episode of Tear Up. And this time, because we're in the season of the holidays. Wait, what? Sure, we'll just go with it. Because we're in the season of Christmas, we are going to be ranking tasty Christmas treats. I was going to say, I did have a bit of difficulty trying to find various Christmas treats to rank. But once I found the first one, it just started coming out like a floodgate. But, without further ado, let's get right into it. The rankings for this video are as follows. God tier, Happy Holidays, Save Me a Plate, Bah Humbug, and Cancel. Because, I mean, even though they are Christmas treats, some of these do deserve to be burned in a fire and never come back. First up, we have candy canes. There's so much I want to say about this. Here's what I think. In my opinion, candy canes are the Christmas equivalent of candy corn. Because in Halloween, candy corn is absolute shit. It tastes like straight up wax. And I mean, maybe candy canes don't taste like straight up wax. But they're supposed to be such a festive thing for the holidays. And yet, they are absolute shit, in my opinion. You can feel free to argue me all you want. To me, they're more of something to be like decorative. That's just my opinion. They're more so to be decorative. I mean, I know plenty of people who just hang candy canes around their house for decoration, hang them on their tree for decoration. But I've never seen anyone in real life actually eat a candy cane. But because of their decorative potential, I'm not going to put it down and canceled. I am, however, going to put it down in bah humbug. Bah humbug. Next up, we have one of the greatest Christmas treats that can be enjoyed year-round, chocolate chip cookies! I mean, what else are you going to feed Santa when he comes down the chimney? I'm going to say this. There's nothing that beats a good chocolate chip cookie and just watching Christmas movies on Christmas Eve. There is nothing that beats that. And chocolate chip cookies are good to have when it's not Christmas movie watching season. And sure, we'll go with it. But if you don't like chocolate chip cookies, I'm convinced that you're the spawn of Satan. May the power of claws compel you! I really don't gotta say anymore. Chocolate chip cookies are a god tier item. They are delicious! Now next up we have another type of cookie. We have the Christmas sugar cookies. And I will say, with Christmas sugar cookies, there are like more varieties to it. Like, obviously there are the ones like these, where you have like a big like sheet of dough. Blanket of dough? A big giant flat thingy of dough that you press a cookie cutter into, you bake it, and then you can put some decorative little icing on it. That is far more decorative and festive in my opinion. There are also the ones you get at the store where it's like those little pre-made circle frozen things of dough. To me, those aren't as good baked as they are in just dough form. I will say, in my opinion, Christmas sugar cookies are far more decorative, but they do not taste as good as chocolate chip cookies. I think due to the festivity factor, I do have to put it a little bit lower, yet much higher, in Happy Holidays. Cookie Monster would be going nuts on Christmas. Next up, we have something that, I don't know why I included it, but we have eggnog. I mean, I don't know why eggnog is, like, considered, like, a Christmas dish, or rather, Christmas treat. Oh, what the fuck even is eggnog? Okay, I might be paraphrasing. Eggnog is mostly considered a Christmas concoction, typically consisting of cream, eggs, alcohol... Eggnog is absolutely great. I think we should have it year-round. So much so, I think that we need to put alcohol all the way up in God tier. I know why. I'm just feeling like it should be. Next up, we have figgy pudding. I don't even know what figgy pudding is. Like many Christmases ago, like well over a decade ago, I was fed something that I guess was told was figgy pudding, and either figgy pudding is absolutely horrible, or they were just an absolutely horrible cook. Either way, I wasn't feeling it, and in the end, figgy pudding was ruined for me. So much so that figgy pudding has got to go down and canceled. The only good pudding anymore is one out of those tiny little plastic cups. Oh god, this one next. Next up, we have the fruitcake. Honestly, fruitcake just looks like a loaf of bread with weird, like, dots of food coloring, in my opinion. I don't even remember if I've ever had fruitcake. I will say it looks interesting. If you've ever seen the first SpongeBob Christmas, no, not the first one. The first stop motion SpongeBob Christmas special. You know that fruitcake was a very important part to the story. I'm not going to spoil most of the story. You can go feel free and watch it yourselves. But fruitcake itself, I can't put it in canceled because I've never had it. I can't put it in bah humbug because I'm likely never going to have it. I'd sooner die, probably. Next up, one of the greatest pieces of decoration, we have the gingerbread house! I was contemplating between putting this and the gingerbread man in, but I feel like the gingerbread house speaks to Christmas far more than just any old gingerbread man does. And I'm gonna be honest, I am not a fan of gingerbread. But I cannot deny the festive and decorative factor. Plus, this is one of my favorite things to do around Christmas time, just building gingerbread houses. Because, like, it's fun! With wee little gumdrops and candy canes to decorate like street lamps! I mean, I like gingerbread houses more so as a decorative factor as opposed to something to actually eat. So, my question to myself is, do I want to put it on Save Me a Plate, or do I want to put it on Happy Holidays? Because I'm not feeling God tier for it, even though it is a really good one. You know, because it is a really good one, and I think would nearly be a contender for God tier, I'm going to put it at the head of Happy Holidays. At the head of Happy Holidays. Next up, we have hot cocoa, or hot chocolate, if you will. I don't know if there's technically a difference. I am going to be honest, I am not a fan of hot cocoa. I have had it in the past once upon a couple of times, and in the end, I never, I'm not going to say I never enjoyed it. I'll drink it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to have it, if that makes any sort of sense. If anything, I might just wrap myself in the blanket, make myself a hot cup of hot cocoa, and just sit by the fireplace in a rocking chair, just to be tacky. In my opinion, hot cocoa is nowhere near as bad as candy canes, but it's not as good as the other ones that I put in Happy Holidays, so I'm going to put it right in the middle at the first one in Save Me a Plate. And we're nearing the end of this, and we've already got... I probably should have included more for already at the end. Next up, I know we technically already sort of had this, but this is milk and cookies. This is far different than just chocolate chip cookies, because this is for Santa! I mean, Santa gets hungry when he's flying all over the world, delivering presents to all the little girls and boys. I mean, he needs fuel to recharge. And if you don't put on milk and cookies for him, then you're a Satanist. And I'm going to tell you, when if someone were to ask you, name a Christmas tree, this is immediately going to be the first one you think of. 100% without a doubt the first one you think of. It is the Christmas tree. The one that deserves to be up in God tier. And actually, now that I look at the ones that are already in God tier, it looks like I just combined the first two pictures to make the last one. But never mind, we have this final one, which is sugar plums. I'm gonna admit, for the longest time, I thought these were like some sort of fake figment of imagination sort of thing, but nope, they exist. I'm gonna say I am in no way a fan of plums. I am a huge fan of sugar, though. But I don't think even sugar can save my hatred of plums. I don't think even sugar can do that. I mean, you can feel free to argue with me for this one, but my hatred of plums is so intense that I need to put it down with Figgy Puddin' and canceled. Destroy all plums on the planet! And I think we're gonna end this off right here. I've been FlozMG. This has been Tear Up ranking Christmas tasty treats, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video.